It's the radio guy, Dr. Mike Prince. Welcome to the Friday edition of the Mike Prince Show, brought to you each and every day right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. We cover the world of HBCU sports and beyond. Our social media platforms for Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter are at the Mike Prince Show. We are also on the YouTube network at Open Mic Broadcast Network. Website is obnradio.com, and our 24-hour dial-in message center, 713-570-6736. And without any further delay, we'll jump right into today's episode. Today's episode made possible by attorney Lee Van Richardson, located in Hempstead, Texas, 1047 Austin Street. That phone number is 979-826-8008. Attorney Lee Van Richardson, supporter of the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Well, before we get into the exciting part of this SWAC baseball tournament report, want to make a couple of announcements. We are now available on Spotify. That is the Mike Prince Show on Spotify. Also available on iHeartRadio, TuneIn Network, and of course, Spreaker.com. So we are steady growing. We are excited about the growth here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. How you doing? This is Mike Prince, the radio guy. I want to thank you so much for joining us on our daily content and programming, and serve as a reminder that you can listen to the Carlos Brown Show live here on the network 10 a.m. to 12 noon Central Standard Time each and every Saturday. Carlos Brown is a seasoned, legendary sports talk show host based in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, but we're not going to hold that against him. Join the Carlos Brown Show live on the Open Mic Broadcast Network, 10 a.m. to 12 noon. Got a lot to discuss on today. Of course, the thicket of the baseball tournament down at the Big Easy. And it is time for us to go into week 3 of the football season for 2019. Already got the Panthers coming in at 1-1 going into week 3. But before we get entangled in that, how about these tournament games at the Big Easy? Another classic game on last night. It took 10 innings for Southern to survive Texas Southern. In fact, Southern had a late rally to tie it up in the 9th inning and then steal the game in the 10th inning. So Southern will await the winner of Game 10. Game 10 will feature a rematch between Jackson State and Texas Southern. Texas Southern, of course, losing to Southern University, fell to the losers bracket. Jackson State eliminated Pine Bluff. So this elimination game between Jackson State and Texas Southern, scheduled for 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. And that winner will advance to take on the Southern Jaguars to advance to the championship round. Meanwhile, on the other side of the bracket, Prairie View A&M University Panthers will do battle with Grambling State Tigers. Grambling losing an epic game against Alabama State. The winner of this round between Grambling and Jackson State will have to take on Alabama State in the semifinals to balance out to see who will end up playing for the championship. Now that game would be scheduled for the nightcap at 7 p.m. So there is a lot at stake when you're coming through that losers bracket, which goes back to my original theory. Now, if Alabama State and Southern ends up meeting in the championship round, then it doesn't matter because one game could suffice. However, if one of the losing teams come out of that winner's bracket, ends up in that winner's bracket, then it would make sense what I've been speaking of. But that's neither here nor there. Some good baseball been played, some exciting games been played, and the journey will continue on today. You can follow us on Twitter for the updates and feeds at the Mike Prince Show. Never miss what's going on for the baseball tournament down in the Big Easy. We heard from Coach Sonia Crivello in the soccer program this week. They're kicking off on August 22nd against Houston Baptist. Volleyball will be tipping off in the fall as well. But now we're going to jump to our football projections. We started a couple of weeks ago leading up to the fall camp, which starts on August 1st is when they're going to report, but the actual lining up will begin, I believe, on August the 3rd. Soccer will be meeting on August 9th. So there are going to be a lot of moving parts going around in the buzz. Bunch of new freshmen coming in, so there'll be a lot going on. And we'll be having our Back by Popular Demand camp reports from the Open Mic Broadcast Network. So now we move to week number 3. Panthers will be coming off what we're projecting to be a loss against University of Houston. I believe we said the score would be something like 40-21. So the Panthers would be coming back, tough game, and they'll take on Nicholls State, who, by the way, has had an immediate stock increase over the past couple of years. They had a notable big win last year against Kansas, Big 12 opponent, and they've had fairly good success out of the Southland. When these games were scheduled, Nicholls State was not as advanced as they are right now. Not saying that they're so advanced that they're overwhelming, but our projections would have us leaning a little bit. And when I say a little bit, I'm talking about maybe a 10-15% margin that Nicholls State will sneak out a victory against the Panthers in week number 3. So the Panthers would be coming into Grambling State Fair Classic game with a record of 1-2. My score of projection would have this game being rather close, and I'm going to say Prairie View falls short 31-28. 31-28 is my final answer. Of course, these are all projections. I have no crystal ball. I just try to assess it with some facts, what I know, what I've seen developing, and just really for the sake of creating conversation until the game actually happens. So some of you who would hear this don't think that Prince has given up on the Panthers. I would never give up on my beloved Panthers. But we just try to be straight and narrow as possible. So we have it. After week 3, Panthers 1-2, heading in to the State Fair Classic. Don't forget, SWAC baseball updates all day long at the Mike Prince Show. Panthers' first pitch of survival begins at 10 a.m. Friday against Grambling State. Who you rooting for? PVU. I must exit stage left for now. My time has expired for today. I want to remind you that you can now listen to our segments by way of Spotify. Go check that out. We're excited about that. Our Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter handles at The Mike Prince Show. The YouTube channel, Open Mic Broadcast Network. The website, of course, obnradio.com. And our 24-hour dial-in message line, 713-570-6736. Until the next time, you guys be blessed, and we'll see you on the other side.